This is Thursday night, April 10th, 2 days past my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
I'm the speed limit now. I'm 55, not 65. So
I thought you were 21. I thought you were.
That's right. Yeah, I'm getting carded. Everywhere I go, they card me still. Anyways, so I just kind of wanted to touch base with everybody and see where you are. Caroline, maybe you, and then Linda. I can't see who's on the phone one, but see where you guys are. And I would like to talk about exactly where you are and maybe what's some of your roadblocks, some of your things that are keeping you a little held back or fearful, and just see if we can unpack that. And I love that Dean's here because Dean's the master of no fear McIntyre, what we call him around the watering hole. So anyways, Linda, where are you today with your business? And tell me a little bit about what's going on.
I'm still a senior coach. I have 7 clients. I'm looking. I am out there taking yeses, as many as I can get, as many contacts as I can during my day. I have overcome my fear of these cold calls. I'm working at that.
Do you have your list made? Do you have your list made of everyone?
Oh yes, I got my list. I add to it on a daily, weekly basis. Yes, I do my contact emails, post on Facebook. Karen Green is my coach. She's wonderful. My clients who are on the program just love it. And I'm going to do one of those healthy happy hours here in a couple weeks, and at one of my high schools here. And then I'm going to, another client is willing to do that at her school in another area of our community in Kimberly. So I am, but I don't know. I don't know what's holding things up.
Are you making your phone? Are you making your phone calls? You're calling people on your list? Okay. Well, let's just do a phone call right now. You're calling me.
And I'm calling you. What am I calling you for? Just to make a yes?
Yep.
Okay.
So remember,
hey, Kim, this is Linda Widmer.
Hi, Linda Widmer.
I am so excited to call you about this wonderful program that I have found. You know, in the last year, I've lost 50 pounds, and I'm just excited to share it with everybody. And I'm wondering if I could send you some information regarding this program, just keep you updated as to what it is. I decided to be a health coach for this program because it's so wonderful and so easy. You know, I've had heart disease and I wanted to get healthy. So when I found this program and the pounds just melted off, I knew that I needed to share it with everybody. So if you would let me, I would send you an email.
Okay. Let's start over again. Let's start over again. Okay. The information was all there, but I felt like you were pepper spraying me with it. I didn't quite know where it was coming from, and I got a little blinded. It was all such great information. So let's go back. Have you been following the script? You've seen the script in Coach Powerless?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. So your story is going to be the hugest factor of your success. That is the thing that's going to make or break your business. It's going to be built on your story, and your story, I can tell, is fantastic. So let's just make it so you're say, hi, Peggy. This is Linda Widmer, and do you have a couple of minutes? You know, make sure that it's a good time for people when you're calling them. And can I ask you, can I tell you something exciting? And then you go into your story, your 30-second, 45-second story. And it's, I used to have I was overweight. Give me 3 bullet points of what you used to be like. And then I lost 50 pounds. Wait for the applause. And then And now I can run marathons, and I am out horseback riding naked with my hair just blowing in the breeze. Whatever your story is, I'm sure that might not be quite exactly accurate.
Well, it's close. It's close.
I see. I could tell. All of you, I know all you twin people up there are kind of weird, but yeah, Twin Falls. I've been there. Yeah. So give me 3 befores, 3 bullet points before, 3 bullet points after you've lost your weight. And so, I would say, I don't know, Dean, do you even mention that you're a health coach? I don't even do that. I'd love to I'm helping other people get healthy.
At the very end, kind of why I'm calling you, I'll transition from, and now I'm starting to help people do the same thing I've done. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the health coach and all that, that's verbiage they don't know.
No.
Yeah. So.
And even use the word like, I was looking around at my options, and, I have this option of getting healthy, and so do you, kind of thing. I don't know. Just, we're not going to use the word opportunity. We're not going to use the word, I kind of don't even, well, I guess program. Well, we have to say program. But anyways, the script is there, but succinctly put your story in order. Because you kind of went into, I want to send you an email, and then you went back to your story, and then came back to, I want to send you an email. So let's just kind of tighten up that circle of information as it comes to me. Okay. So you're going to say, hi, whatever. You're going to give me your 30-second story with your bullet points before and after. And then, so what I'd like to do is, would you be willing to look at an email with my website on it, something like that? So, okay, let's try it again. I'm here.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to call and share with you what has happened to me in the last year. I had heart disease and needed to get healthy. So I knew I needed to lose weight. And I found this wonderful program that in 6 months, I lost 50 pounds. I was thrilled.
Oh my gosh. Wait for the applause. I
know. And I've been able to throw my leg over my bicycle and ride 60 miles out and not be winded. I've been able to also get on my Harley Davidson and ride.
That's what I'm talking about. Bam.
Busting on my shafts. And I just had to share this with people. So I was wondering if I could send you an email regarding what I've done.
Yes.
Yes, that's good.
Yes, keep going.
And you say yes, I would love to hear about.
Yes, send me the info.
Great. Okay, I will certainly do that. And can I keep you updated maybe on every 3 to 4 weeks?
Yes, we skipped something right there. Do you know what that was?
I got the email.
And then while you're looking at the email, if anybody in your world comes to
yes, I would definitely ask that. Definitely, I am good at asking that. And if anyone, I would love you to share this with anyone that you would like to share and that wants to get healthy.
Yeah. Yes, I would share that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll keep you updated.
Is it okay if I keep you updated? Occasionally, yes, of course. And then you verify it, and then you verify a good email address.
Give me your email, and thank you very much. I appreciate you helping me get the word out.
Call your mentor coach and practice that. Set your dog down in front of you and practice that. Get the mirror. I don't care. Go out in front of your Harley Davidson and you just practice that. And you do it over five times and get it memorized so that it just rolls up. It becomes, it's a very part of your fiber and your pores. And you just say it so naturally. It's not even anything you think about. Excellent.
Well, let me ask you, Dean, what do you do for a living other than health coaching?
I'm a professional stripper.
I knew that was was coming.
Let me enlarge the picture.
Money.
Oh, there. I've got you on full screen. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's why he has to health coach Linda, because it was a sore resource. It was making no money.
Yeah, that's why I'm a health coach. No, I'm a chiropractor. I own a multidisciplinary clinic.
Here's the thing that I hear a lot is that a lot of people are in the medical field, or nurses, nurse practitioners, chiropractors, doctors, whatever the gamut is, that you have access to clients who need your help because, hello, they're walking through the door. And I don't know, it seems to me so much easier.
Linda, let me tell you something. Before you got on, I was talking to Peggy about this. Give me 10 Lindas as opposed to 100 doctors, and I'd take them all day long and twice on Sunday. Doctors suck. You don't want them. First of all, you're never going to be able to coach a doctor, just so you know. Okay? Kim Fiske has troubles coaching doctors. Kim Fiske and I, when we met the first time, she told me straight out, I don't like working with doctors. And I told her, neither do I, because we know everything. Yes, we have a bunch of people coming in front of us. However, that doesn't matter. The basics that Peggy's going over with you are no different. The difference is you're sitting there, you're willing to learn, you're listening to her. 99% of the docs that sign up for this program put somebody in charge to do it. They never learn how to do it themselves, and they screw it up because the patients that do get on program, a lot of them don't get on program like they're supposed to. So that's kind of a long answer, but that's wrong. Now, you get a doctor who's all in, like myself, that sits down and listens to the coach and does the process exactly like is being taught to you, then yeah, that'll work. But they're very few and far between. Right now, I have an A-team call. On that A-team call, I have 15 chiropractors on my team. One of them is an ED. None of the rest are senior coaches. On my A-team call, I've got 3 housewives, 1 chiropractor, and 1 chiropractic assistant. I've got 2 EDs, and the other 3 are going to be EDs. I'd rather have someone like you than a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel I'm struggling. You know, I get the word out, but I don't have any.
Do you mind if I coach you for a second?
Sure. I'd love any ideas.
Okay. What Peggy was just doing with you?
Yes.
You need to. What's your phone number?
308-1458.
What? What is it?
Why?
The reason I'm asking is you rattled that off just with no problem.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to get your phone number. That's not my pickup line.
A stripper, remember?
Yeah.
Hello.
The reason I asked you, you rattled that off. Okay. How did you rattle that off so quickly?
Well, I trust you. I'm hoping you're going to do well by it.
Okay. Let me ask something else.
Up in my house.
What's your birthday?
April.
What's your birthday? Pardon?
April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Why?
Okay, you do that just like that.
Yes.
You need to know your story just like that. 3 bullet points before, 3 bullet points after. I'm going to be okay. I live in the deep South where everyone's really nice. Okay. I live in Tennessee.
Here. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I'm not from here, but I know this. Okay, everyone's really nice, but they don't give a crap when they say, hey, what's up? They don't care. They're just being nice. So when you tell them 3 points before, 3 points after, give them the meat. And Peggy was saying, stop when you get to your punchline. Your punchline is you lost how much?
50 pounds.
How much?
50.
Woo woo!
50 pounds. Stop. I do that. I stop. I'll say, hey, my story is this. I was going to the gym every single day. I was working out at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was tired. I was taking care of people. I didn't have any energy. I got introduced to this amazing program and lost 35 pounds in 8 weeks.
Yeah, isn't that great?
And I wait for the response, whatever it is. You know, like you said, wow, that's great. I know. And guess what? In those 8 weeks, 3 of those weeks, I didn't even go to the gym.
I know. That was amazing to me. I didn't have to do a major amount of exercise.
Right. So I found out what the missing link was. Now I have more energy than I know what to do with. I've kept the weight off over 2 years, and I'm reaching out and helping other people do the same. That's my story. Now that took all of like 25 seconds, and I didn't lose their attention, and I had a wow factor in there. That's it. Now you flip right into all I'm doing tonight, and you know you're a good friend of mine, Linda. I'm just trying to spread the word and help other people because this is amazing. I've got to get the word out. Would you mind if I send you some information on this?
Yes, that'd be fine. I'd love to hear about it.
Do you feel how natural that was?
Yes.
It just like, yeah. So,
And
And
hey,
I do get
would
good
you-
responses. You know, I do get good responses, and people are willing to give me their email, and I keep them connected, and I make the phone calls after, you know,
Okay.
to see if I just am not getting any takers.
Well,
And
just
I wonder too if the economy here in Idaho is just in the toilet, especially in our area. You know, there's not a huge economy here.
Linda, is anyone in your area eating?
They're all eating, yes. Lots
Okay.
of pasta.
and they're
Lot of
buying
that.
gas, and they're buying
But
gas,
potatoes.
and they're
But-
buying clothes.
Yeah. Well, they're buying clothes. They're eating. The economy. You know, my advice to you, Linda, is get black belted on your story.
Okay.
Okay. And what I'm saying, and again, this is a coaching call, and I'm not browbeating you.
No, I appreciate all that. Get my
but-
story down, make it.
Absolutely. And here's the other thing, and I know this call is different because putting people on the spot and saying, okay, tell me your story. Okay, you're looking in the camera and you're like, and I know most people say, you know, well, yeah, I say that and I say that. Well, I rattled off my story just like you rattled off your phone number because you know it. Okay, and again, I'm not browbeating, but listening to your story, listening to you going through your thing, you don't know your story is what I'm getting. It's like you're fumbling through it, and it's got to be short, sweet, to the point. Like if you're calling me out of the blue, okay, and I'm one of the worst. So when I'm doing this. When I'm getting these calls or I'm giving these calls, I'm one of the worst because I'm like, okay, seriously, Linda, I haven't heard from you for 10 years. What's your point? Like, get to the point. And I'm not being rude, but you think about the other person on the other line. Now, again, age groups are different and that kind of thing, but still, they want you to get to the point, be clear and concise, and get out. And then the follow-up is very important. When you say you're not getting the feedback, remember, collecting yeses isn't about getting new clients. It's about getting the word out. You're sowing a seed. You're
Yes,
sowing
I
a
do.
seed. You're sowing a seed. That's all you're doing. And, you know, Heather is probably the best example of a sea sower. It's like at the end of every month, she gets 10 calls from people that we call dripping, but connections email is the proper term, right, Peggy?
Yes.
The connections emails, but she'll get 8 or 10 calls right near the end of every month, and it's like clockwork because she keeps feeding that fire. You planted the seed with collecting, yes, just make sure you keep, and I would do it, if this is all you're doing, Linda, I'd do it every 2 weeks, send them something.
Mm-hmm.
I do,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, and then that's fine. Then the only other thing
And
is,
I add my new, I lost
go
you.
ahead.
Are you there? We lose you, Linda?
I do. I add my new yeses to that, and I post it on Facebook.
I would tighten up my story. I would know my story and make it more succinct. And nobody wants to be on the phone for 20 minutes. It's got to be fast.
I don't keep them long, or even when I talk to them face to face, I don't keep them long.
You know, most people respond to emotions, and they're not so responsive to logic. So your energy and the way you come across, and what you had good energy, but continue that. But get your story succinct and articulate, and know it like the back of your hand, and it'll be fine, and move on, and get 200 yeses this month.
I can do that.
Yeah, get 200 yeses this month, and
I can do that.
Okay.
And you're Peggy, you're Kim's cousin, you say?
Yeah.
And you're at Kim's house on her computer?
No, I'm in her account. I've hacked into her account.
You snuck in there, didn't you?
I wish I could.
Wow, you look so much like her, huh?
Yeah, I do. Don't tell her that.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to thank you. Yeah, you keep going because I want to see you on that horse.
Oh, I'm not giving up. I'm just, I want more information like this.
And you create your own energy, Linda. You are your own, I love what Kim says. Go set yourself on fire and see who shows up to watch. So you just keep going and you just put yourself on fire, and you're a big ball of fire.
I am.
And connect with your mentor coach, whoever that is, and practice your story with a dog.
And she's a ball of fire.
And she is. She's
who is?
Karen Green.
Karen Green is your mentor coach?
Yes, I love her.
Yeah.
Dean's your
someday we will
Dean's your uncle or something. I don't know. Grandfather. I don't know.
Karen Green's my mom too.
Oh, okay. So they're cousins or your siblings.
Yeah, she's my sister.
Yeah, that's right. Caroline, I want to hear from you. What's your story and how you doing? And do you have any roadblocks? You're muted.
Yeah, I got it. My roadblock is my personality. It takes me quite a while to get comfortable out there talking. So I don't run across too many people. I'm a homeschool mom of one. So I'm not running into a whole heck of
people.
Okay. The moms in the park, we don't do a lot where we are right now. So I've been bringing the book out and trying to reading up on it more, just to try to get comfortable with what I'm talking about. Because I don't know the whole program, I don't feel real comfortable talking about it. So I've been doing a lot of reading and going through some of the coaching videos. So I've tried a couple yeses, fumbled through them, and realized that I needed to practice.
Yes, that's awesome.
It was brutal, but I laughed about it instead of just said, "Oh, this is bad." But I'm going. Hopefully,
learn.
Right. I'm going on a camp out this weekend with Cub Scouts, and there's over 50 people going. So I'm hoping that I'll practice a little bit and maybe get some yeses from that group. Normally see during the regular Cub Scout evenings.
And here's the deal, Caroline. People want to help you. People like you. Your friends like you. Your friends love you, and they want to help you. So I love this. Have I ever used it? To be honest, no. But I think it works. This phrase. I've set a goal for myself to talk to 10 people today about what I do. Would you be one of my 10? That's a great pickup line. And people would say, "Oh, heck yeah, I'll help you." Caroline's frozen. Can you hear me, Caroline?
Yes.
Okay. So, that's a great way to open the conversation. Now, if you're camping all week long, it's a little awkward, I think. I totally get that because you're right there with them and you don't leave and you're there. But at some point, you could say it's Saturday morning, my mentor has given me a challenge of getting telling 10 people today what I do and how I help people. Can you be one of my 10? And then you have it memorized. You go right into it. So, who's your coach? Dean?
Heather's my coach.
Heather. Okay. Good. Yeah. So, can you practice tomorrow before you leave?
I can try. I don't know. I can buzz her and see what she's up to. We leave in the afternoon. I have to homeschool my son in the morning. But I should have time.
I mean, if you want to practice now, we can do that. But I don't want to put you on the spot. But we can totally practice your story. Do you know your story? What's your story?
Dean knows my answer to that. That'd be a flat no.
Really? Because I'm really sensitive. I don't like people to know. Oh my gosh.
Well, it takes me a while. So.
Okay.
Hey, I am curious though, Caroline, not to put you on the spot, because you don't have a weight loss story. What story would you use? Would you use a story about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one that's most affected me. That I see the benefit, like I see how he's able to interact with Flynn, which that's my world. So, I mean, for that, yeah.
I don't have a huge weight loss story either, Caroline. I lost 20 pounds in two segments. Like I did it a year and a half apart. I did like 7 pounds and then whatever the balance of that is, 13 pounds. But my husband's story is huge. He lost 100 pounds. So I always open like, well, my husband lost, 100 pounds. He did 70 pounds in 4 months. So it completely changed our lives in like a heartbeat. So that's kind of my story. And you obviously have a lot of family members that have done the program. You could say my family has lost 120 pounds or whatever. You could
right.
do that. And it's changed our lives. And I'm assuming it has. So, anyways, think, open up. No, there's no right or no wrong story. It's your story and you can use, but again, we were, and now we are. And I'm just want to tell my world and get the word out. So you can do this. And congratulations on being a homeschool mom. I love that. You're smart. You're smarter than the average bear.
There's days that I look at his math and I don't think so.
I know. But there's resources and you're doing your...
And he's only 7, so...
You're doing great. Oh, well, that'd be my story. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know who else is here because there's no names on the calls. I can't. Yeah, are you on your phone? Who?
Ray on the bottom.
Ray on the bottom, and then who's the other gal?
Me?
Yeah, yes, you.
Melody.
Yes. Melody,
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Vienna, Virginia.
Okay, boy, I got a bunch of Southerners tonight. Ray, where do you live? Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted. Can you check your audio? Check your audio connection.
He's on an iPad. What's the deal with those?
Oh, I think the iPads are weird. But it's okay. As long as you can hear us. You can hear me okay? Okay. All right. Melody. All right. So how long have you been a coach?
Since the middle of January.
Excellent. Okay. And how many clients do you have?
Like full-blown ordering every month clients? Well, like 8.
Okay. Excellent. So you are a senior coach then?
I made senior coach last month, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Fantastic. What's your story? Give me your 30-second story. Go.
I lost 80 pounds since I have lost just over 80 pounds since last August. And I feel like life has started over.
Good job.
I feel amazing. I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world.
Okay. Is that your story that you tell when you're collecting yeses?
I tell them that, well, I'm still in the wow factor is what my coach calls it. So people more approach me right now than me going up to people. And I do tell them that when they ask me, whoops, did I lose you?
Nope.
When they ask me, I tell them, oh yeah, because I'm wanting to get to a BMI of 21. And so I have another 7 pounds to go to get there. And so I tell them, oh, I've lost 83 pounds since last August. And I work at a golf club, so a lot of the folks have been gone for the winter and are just now coming back. And so members and staff are just like,
okay,
what's going on with you?
Let me coach you here a little bit. I have had a couple of coaches in my team who have wow factors, like 130 pounds lost. And that lasts for a while, and you can survive and you can grow your business on the wow factor, but at some point the phone calls need to happen. The story needs to happen. You need to know your story, like we talked with Linda. Know your story like the back of your hand. You could say, you know what, I was overweight, I was on medications, I couldn't get off the couch, I couldn't climb a flight of stairs without being winded, I couldn't fly without a seatbelt extender, but I lost 80 pounds, and now I can jog, and I am riding bicycles, and I'm riding the Space Mountain in Disneyland or whatever. So get your story, have whatever's true to you, make it completely true and authentic to you, and fill it continually. Keep it filled up with emotion that's true to you. Again. But you got to have your story. Even if you're in the wow factor, I'm just telling you from experience that my coaches didn't have their story. Even with a huge wow factor, there comes a point where it's either fish or cut bait, and because their businesses start wavering and their story is a little tippy. So work on your story. Before I was, and then I found this program, I lost 80 pounds, and now, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
And even if they come to you and ask you what you're doing, still practice with your story. Give them your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of practice because people come up to me, but you're right, I don't have it down. Like before I was this, and now it's, the emotion, what isn't, I just kind of, I'm an accountant, so I just rattle out the number.
Oh,
but
you're one of those. Oh God.
But what you said about logic versus emotion, that's what I need to practice.
Exactly. People are gonna connect to you with your emotions. That's how we connect people. That's why you sit in a movie and cry, because it touches your emotions. And not that I love this phrase. We don't let our emotions drive us. Emotions are horrible drivers, but they're fantastic windows. And so we really want to see life and see ourselves through our emotions, but we don't let them drive us. So when you feel fear, when you feel maybe like a little panic, or you feel like you are pushy, you don't let that drive you. But you pay attention to that, but you keep pushing through on that one. So keep going. Do you have your list made? Are you making phone calls?
I did my Facebook opening, I think, and honestly, I'm just so busy with my full-time job. I'm doing it as much as I can. And
it's April 10th, for crying out loud. 5 more days, yeah?
No. I'm the controller at a golf club, so.
Oh, okay. At a golf course, okay.
And the season is picking up, so it's just, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have you help me work on my swing, because it's pretty much sucks.
Yeah. No, but I want to make this more like the first the last 2 weeks, any free night I've been on the phone calling people who contacted me over Facebook.
That's what it's going to take, Melody. It's you're never going to work harder in this business than you do the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, maybe 6 months tops. But if you give it some time, invest, 30 minutes a day in training, getting on coach.powerlosers, watching the videos. I have a coach that said, you're going to love this, Dean. I have one coach that goes, oh yeah, I'm being mentored. She was like down the way from me a little bit, and she's been watching YouTube videos that other coaches put on, like coaches on the Fiske team put on. And she goes, I'm being mentored by these great videos. I'm like, that's fantastic. Okay, that works. But spend some time and watch them over and over and over again. You don't get everything you need to get from just one absorption. No, it's multiple absorptions, I promise you. So get on the Power Loser Facebook page, watch all those videos that get posted, and get on these training calls and whatnot. So congratulations.
Thanks.
Yes, keep going. Yeah, nice start. Nice start. Ray. Hey, Ray, where do you live?
We're in Medford, Oregon.
Okay.
Yay! I know Medford.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you part of Lindsay's team?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Mindy.
Oh, Mindy. Okay, not Lindsay. Mindy. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay, what is your story? How long you been a coach?
Actually, I've been a coach just for 10 days.
Okay, fantastic. Fresh meat. Awesome. And then what's your weight loss goal?
I have been heavy all my life, tried every diet under the sun, sometimes success, but I've always got the weight back, and I got introduced to this program, and it's the easiest plan I've ever done. And I lost 40 pounds in 3 months with not much effort at all. And my guy here lost 60 pounds the same time. He's my PR guy.
Fantastic.
And my IT guy too.
Fantastic. That is great. Okay, so what do you want from the biz?
I'm a nurse. I'm kind of tired of my grind, and I wanna help people. Number one, that's my heart. But looking at someday maybe just turning this into our life and our retirement and our security. So.
Okay. And are you connected with your mentor coach a lot? Like every day? Okay. At this stage of the game, this should be almost
I think probably she's probably pretty exhausted of my calls.
To you. Perfect. No, wear her out. Make her beg.
I will. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay, good. Okay, so do you have your story down? Have you worked with that with Mindy? Because that's the most important thing.
I mean, I feel like I have it. It just rolls out. I mean,
well, let me hear.
It's here. It's now. It's real.
Bring it on.
Well, I've been heavy all my life. I've tried every diet under the sun. I've had some success, and I've always gained my weight back, and struggled to the point of just wanting to give up. And then I got introduced to this program, and I was a skeptic at first, but Ray really wanted to join, so I went along with them, and we jumped in, and now I'm a 100% believer. I lost 40 pounds in 3 months. I have energy. I sleep better. I can do things that I have never done before. I weigh less than I can ever remember in my adult life right now. And
wow.
I feel good.
Wow. That's great. And as you get going, then that's a fantastic story. And then you go into the collecting yeses script. And maybe at this point you haven't, gotten that under your belt so much yet, but have you?
I don't know that yet.
Okay. Get that
I'm
memorized.
Still wet behind my ear.
I know. That's fine.
I've got 5 clients.
Oh, fantastic.
Great. Thank you.
And you're coaching them well, you're calling them and
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, most of them are still in the shipment phase. One of them has started and she's doing great.
That's great.
The others will probably be starting sometime around this weekend or early next week.
Great. What I don't know I think we're kind of running out of time. Does anybody have a burning question? I'm going to leave you with a couple of thoughts before we go. Go ahead. Yeah. What's your name? You're not Ray. You're Ray's better half.
I'm Melanie.
Melanie. Got it. Did you have a question?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. A couple things I want to say is, of course, these calls are great. And you know, whether we actually touched on a topic that you wanted or needed, the fact is that you're here, and it's just immersion, total immersion. Get on calls, call your mentor coach, get on your team calls. Dean's got team calls with his team, with people that want to move and shake. And so raise your hand and be one of those. The other thing that's really been brought home to me this week a lot has been how important our minds are, and how we really, you know, we can make it happen. It's what we think about. So I want to go buy a car, and we're thinking about buying a car. This is not for reals, but if it were, and it has been in the past, but not right now. But I want to buy a car, and I want to get a red Camry. So I'm out driving down the freeway, and I'm in my town, and what do you think I'm seeing all over town?
Red Camrys.
Red Camrys! They're everywhere! Holy honk! Are you kidding me? Everyone's got one. I had no idea. Well, no, the red Camrys have always been there. I just now have informed my brain. My creative thoughts have informed my brain that that's what I'm looking for now. So now I see it. It was there all the time. I just didn't see it. So, Caroline, this weekend, you're out. You've got, I don't know how many little Cub Scout parents you're going to have out there, but you're going to have a ton of people that need to get healthy. And I just challenge you to go with eyes that see that, and you assume everybody wants to hear what you're doing. Just assume that. Why not? Why not assume that? It's way more fun to assume that than to assume they don't want to hear what you're doing. Assume they want to hear, and let your mind just take it. And Melanie at work, you know, assume everybody wants to hear. And Ray, assume everybody wants to hear. And just go share and go with that attitude behind you and that perspective, and it's going to be exciting. It's a huge adventure. It's like, oh my gosh, who am I going to talk to today? Who gets to hear what I have to say? Who gets to hear my story? So, you know, and you create your own energy, you create your own whirlwind, and people are drawn to energy. So with Take Shape for Life, we are that energy force, and let them come to you. They will come to you if you just kind of create that, and you kind of have that mentality, rather than just being shy or embarrassed or fearful or like, I don't want to bother them. But no, you're not bothering them. So go this weekend.
So we did have one question.
Okay, who's that?
Ray.
Yes, Ray.
We got on here late, and we didn't understand the yes thing. What's that about?
Perfect. In the coach.powerlosers.com website, has your coach told you about that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, it's our training website.
Yes.
We have all kinds of resources.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of those resources are a list of scripts or outlines of what to say, how to say it, the order. So we have this.
I'm being signed up for that right now.
Okay, so we have this this thing called collecting yeses. It's where you just it's the power of sharing what we do, and we just get the approval to send people in our world an email with your website about what you do. It's just getting their approval. So it's a way that we can connect with people and get their email address, get their approval, and then we send them stuff. And that's how you start staying connected with them. And you connect with them, and you send them things every couple of weeks, once a month, whatever. At first, I did it once a week. When I was a new coach, I did it once a week. Then I went once every 2 weeks. Then I went once a month. And now I'm back to about once every 2 weeks. And I have 250 or so. I need more, but my business grew. My referrals came in, and so I switched my focus. So does that help? And it's a way of connecting with people, and it's a script that we use.
Yes.
Okay. And it's in the Coach.Powerlosers website.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
So go look that up, and ask your mentor coach about that. That's a great question. So, oh, look at Dean. Awesome. Do you see it right there, Melanie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that's it. So you go, hi, Susie. This is Kim Fiske. No, this is Peggy Curran. How are you? I have a quick question. Do you have a minute? Do you want to hear something exciting? And so now it's your story. They'll say yes. And you go, oh my gosh, well, I've been heavy all my life. I tried every diet under the sun. Nothing has worked. I found this program. I've lost, 80 pounds or whatever your story is. And I feel fantastic. I'm off my medications. I am just have more energy. I'm sleeping better. And so what I'm doing now is I'm helping other people get healthy like I have gotten healthy, because it's changed my world. I want to get the word out. And people that I don't know. So what I'm asking is, can I send you some information about what I do? What are they going to say? What are your friends going to say, Melanie?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they'll
say yes.
Yes. And so then you go through it while you're looking at the information. If you think of somebody else who's struggling with their weight, like if they're diabetic or they're on cholesterol meds or they're hypertensive, would you be willing to forward this link to them as well? And they're going to say, yeah, okay, well, thank you so much. That's all I needed. And then what's the best address, email address? Because some people have like several email addresses. And so you get the best one. And then you go, oh, by the way, and would it be okay if I kept you updated on how the program's going for me with my clients from time to time? And are you on Facebook? So, and I go, okay. So if they say yes to all that, you Facebook friend them, you send them an email with your website, and it's going to be the cute Melanie girl .ichooseoptimalhealth.com, that one, whatever your URL is. And then you put them in a connections file, a connections list, but you never say that you're putting them in a list, never. But you put them in a list called connections. and then you just kind of send them before and afters. And again, in coach.powerlosers.com, there's all kinds of examples of what a connections email should look like. And you can just follow the templates, like follow the bouncing ball.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thanks, Dean.
Awesome. Thank you.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for being on the call. There's somebody here, like the mystery. Are you there? Oh, that's you. We had a phone caller too, but she's gone. Okay. All right, Melody. All right, you guys.
Sorry, I'm drinking my smoothies.
That's okay. Better than drinking a glass of wine or something, I'd have to say.
Right.
I'm asking you to get off the call. No, I'm just kidding.
My 3 hours were about up, so I had to get it.
All right, guys, go in confidence and look for those red Toyota Camrys, because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Tighten up your story, Linda. Caroline, you got it.
Thank you so much.
Everybody wants to hear your story. We're just saying goodbye, PT Jones. But thanks for coming on the call.